Today, we will be talking about the American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney campaign. To start, American Eagle launched this campaign to compete in the Gen Z alpha apparel market and turn cultural attention into increased sales. American Eagle was losing ground to rising competition in mid-2025. The business goal was simple: drive revenue and regain relevance with younger shoppers. From a marketing standpoint, American Eagle also needed a brand uplift. The strategy choice was alignment-based repositioning. Sydney Sweeney was then brought in. Her personal brand carries relatability and self-confidence. Then there was the communication problem. The internet is overcrowded with celebrity endorsements and recognizable faces selling jeans. Sydney Sweeney guaranteed instant thumbnail recognition and came with a built-in narrative from previous acting roles.
So this campaign really tied together its advertising and earned media in a very smart way. So they released video ads such as the Sydney Sweeney saying that she had a great butt in the jeans and the Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. There was also out-of-home advertising such as 3D billboards in popular places like Times Square and the exterior of the Las Vegas Sphere. So they also focused a lot on social media. They got over 50 million impressions across platforms because they really tailored their content to fit each individual platform, like putting clothing ideas on Pinterest, outfit ideas on Pinterest. The hashtag AEX Sydney Sweeney got over 500 million views, and part of this is because of the controversy caused by the Sydney Sweeney Has Great Jeans ad. So this ad caused some controversy because it seemed connected to the Nazi idea of great genes. But actually, according to what we said in class, American Eagle actually paid someone on TikTok to create this controversy, and it spread like wildfire. Everyone was talking about it. Even the President of the United States got involved, which just shows how widespread this controversy was. And then American Eagle released a statement to show that, you know, this brand is still very important and people are still purchasing from them.
In this campaign with Sydney Sweeney, there are a few significant risks American Eagle has to consider. First off, Sydney Sweeney is often heavily sexualized online, and because of that, the campaign can easily shift the focus from the clothing themselves to her body and appearance. This creates a conflict with American Eagle's teen-friendly body positivity brand identity. Second, American Eagle's audience includes a lot of middle schoolers and high school students, many whom still shop with their parents. A potential risk would be some parents may view this campaign as too mature, which could create discomfort and potentially push them away. There's also the risk of overshadowing. Sydney has such a massive following that the attention may naturally go towards her instead of the product, which reduces the campaign's effectiveness. And finally, once American Eagle associates itself closely with Sydney, any controversy surrounding her automatically reflects back onto the brand. One major negative moment could have a long-term consequences for American Eagle's image. In terms of long-term effects, there are both positives and meaningful downsides. On the positive side, collaborating with Sydney helps American Eagle appear more current and relevant to Gen Z. As her career continues to grow, being linked to her keeps American Eagle in the cultural conversation and positions themselves as a modern, youth-focused brand, which is able to attract to a younger audience. On the other hand, if American Eagle is tied too closely to her identity, it becomes risky. Sydney has a large audience, but she also has critics who feel she represents things that don't align with American Eagle's inclusive and body positive messaging. If that perception grows, teens and parents might start seeing American Eagle as too grown up or not aligned with their original community.
So the campaign sparked backlash for several reasons. A lot of people felt that the ad played into stereotypes about beauty because Sydney Sweeney's blonde, she's skinny, and she's white. And a lot of viewers thought that the campaign was sending a message about good genetics instead of just promoting the denim jeans, which made the ad feel tone deaf to a lot of audiences. Sydney Sweeney's response to the criticism also reignited the conversation. Some people were saying that she came off as insensitive instead of just addressing the concerns directly. Another issue was the styling and the posing in the photos. A lot of viewers said that it didn't match American Eagle's usual teen-friendly vibe, and it felt like it was more focused on her body instead of just the clothing itself. And because of that, younger audiences and even parents said that the campaign felt off-brand or even uncomfortable, almost like American Eagle was trying too hard to reinvent its image in a way that just did not feel authentic. And of course, once a few people started calling it out on social media, the backlash started to spread fast, and then that made the controversy grow even bigger.
So, what did we think of this ad and what advice would we give? Well, it did a great job in attracting earned media, just because of all the stuff that went into it, with the social media campaign and all of that. But we believe it kind of did it in the wrong way, taking a brand that's very teen friendly and making it into an over sexualized ad and trying to use the bad parts of it to attract media is not what American Eagle should be doing. Going forward, we kind of believe that if American Eagle wants to keep this partnership, they should kind of switch the ads going more towards what they originally were like, and possibly even making an ad campaign with inclusivity, including Sydney Sweeney. So kind of just staying away from the over-sexualized ideas, definitely staying away from the good genes and genetics kind of conversation. But Sydney Sweeney is definitely a great influencer that's going to add on to this brand and is definitely a great influencer to have with the younger market. Um, and lastly, speaking on that, the marketers need to do this because the buyer persona is still a parent buying clothes for their children or young teens. So making it family friendly is something very important to this brand. This is our amendum, and that is all from us. Thank you.